Hello and welcome back to another episode of All Things Girl World. This video is for the free spirits, the deep thinkers, the girls who dance to the beat of their own drums, the ones who layered their jewelry like poetry, who saw life as art, and who reminded us that being different is beautiful. This is an ode to the Boho chic girlies of some of our most beloved sitcoms.
What is a job, anyway? I mean, slaving a corporate sweatshop for petty capitalist gain? Oh, let's not forget the never-ending pressure to be employee of the month. No, thank you, America. I'm going for my doctorate.
When I think of the Boho girl, I think of creativity and nonconformity. You know, the ones who never followed society's rules. They express themselves through music, poetry, art, and activism. Their style is effortlessly chic. Think head wraps, beaded jewelry, and layered bohemian looks. They carry an aura of wisdom, independence, and a touch of mystery. They're often misunderstood, but always radiating main character energy. Let's take a moment to celebrate the sitcom girlies who brought this energy to life. Each of them embodied the boho spirit in her own unique way, through her style, her beliefs, her quirks, and her soul.
Miles, you have no idea who I am. I mean, and why would you? I've been trying so hard to be a sister for you. And I'm not even acting like myself, which is really your loss, because I am a strong Black woman. And if you can't see that, then maybe you need to examine your own issues, because you, Malcolm, ex-boyfriend, are not the arbiter of Blackness.
Many of us know Mona as the less fortunate of the Thorne sisters from the 2002 UPN sitcom Half and Half, the one who always seemed to get the short end of the stick. But as I've come to realize, Mona was rich in other ways. Her vibrant personality, quirky charm, and edgy style made her impossible to forget. Mona's bohemian essence was especially reflected in her style. She rocked a big curly brown afro that instantly made her stand out, paired with clothing that was full of personality, bold patterns, textured fabrics, and eccentric jewelry that always felt one of a kind. Her wardrobe mostly leaned towards darker earthy tones, lots of browns, blacks, and burgundies that matched her grounded, soulful energy. It wasn't until later seasons that we started to see her experiment with brighter colors, adding a bit of evolution to her style while still staying true to her bohemian roots. Her apartment was a perfect extension of her personal aesthetic, creative, eclectic, and unmistakably Mona. Nothing was overly matchy-matchy, but everything worked together in that beautifully chaotic way only a true bohemian spirit could pull off. Unique home decor accents, cozy textures, and a sense of freedom filled her space. Mona's style was the perfect balance between rebel and romantic, and while her family and friends often gave her a hard time about her wardrobe, her hair, and especially her love for chunky boots, it wasn't because she lacked style, they just didn't understand boho chic. Mona didn't dress to impress, she dressed to express, and that's what made her unforgettable. Mona's individuality wasn't always celebrated by those around her, but she stayed true to herself, and in doing so, she became a quiet icon for every girl who chose authenticity over approval. If you're a fan of Half and Half, then you'll definitely want to check out my series of videos diving deeper into Mona Thorne's complex family dynamic, Little Dee Dee's home and personal style, and of course, Big Dee Dee's unforgettable fashion moments. I'll have all of them linked in the description below.
Hey, Lynn. Who are you? Down at the gallery, looking at Red Triangle? Okay. First of all, it's a triangle within a rectangle, right? But it's also red within white. Is it a red universe surrounded by a white void? Or is it a white universe assaulted by a red invader? And what about that area where the red borders the white? What's it like to live in that moment of the part of the canvas?
Lynn Searcy from Girlfriends was the eternal soul searcher. With 5 degrees and no intention of ever settling down, Lynn floated through life on her own terms. She explored everything: music, psychology, spirituality, sexuality, and lived in thrifted maxi skirts, layered necklaces, and flowy silhouettes like she just stepped straight out of a 70s record store. Her style was a living expression of her journey, free, unpolished, and deeply personal. She showed us that growth isn't linear and that freedom, even messy freedom, is a journey worth taking. She was often viewed as the group's freeloader, drifting from one creative pursuit to the next, crashing on couches, and figuring out life as she went. And while there's some truth to it, Lynn was also fearless in her exploration of life's many paths. She embraced the unknown, even when it circled her back to where she started. Despite being so different from her friends, each of them more structured and conventional in their own way, Lynn found a beautiful, lasting sisterhood among them. She was the wild card of the group, the one who lived outside of the lines, yet still gelled effortlessly. And in doing so, she reminded us that deep connection doesn't require conformity, just authenticity.
How dare you!
My shoe company imports dog pelts and we make shoes.
Dogs are supposed to bring slippers, not be slippers. The protest will go on. Speak, sister.
Freddy Brooks from a different world was the ultimate campus revolutionary, the boho activist with a pen in one hand and a protest sign in the other. From racial injustice to environmental concerns, she was never afraid to speak her truth even when it made others uncomfortable. She was that rare mix of idealistic and grounded, and even after undergrad, she kept pushing forward, earning law review membership and completing her first year of law school. When it came to style, Freddie embodied a true free spirit. Played by Cree Summer, her look was afrocentric, earthy, and wholly her own. She gravitated towards loose-fitting clothes made with natural fabrics, often in muted earth tone colors. Her wardrobe was a mix of thrifted treasures and cultural pieces that reflect her deep-rooted sense of identity and purpose. Head wraps, beaded necklaces, moccasins, and oversized scarves were staples in her closet, each accessory feeling more like an extension of her soul than just fashion. Freddie's bohemian style wasn't just a look, it was a reflection of her inner world, layered, intentional, and beautifully unapologetic.
I guess when I got called as a peer counselor. Do you believe it? Peer counselors give advice to other students. Yeah? No, I don't believe it. Hey, I really lucked out. A lot of the regular volunteers wanted this week off.
Played by Lisa Bonet on The Cosby Show and A Different World, Denise Huxtable is easily one of the original boho girlies of Black television. She radiated free-spirited energy with an artistic soul that couldn't be boxed in. From her layered clothing to her bold self-expression, Denise broke away from the preppy and polished looks around her and brought something wholly unique to our screens. She wasn't just stylish, she was iconic. With a style that mixed masculinity and femininity, she could rock a flowy skirt one day and oversized high-waisted trousers with a patterned button-up the next, all while making it look completely effortless. Her wardrobe was a beautiful collage of vintage finds, thrifted pieces, and bold personal flair. She loved layering, throwing on jackets, vests, scarves to create texture and movement. Denise was never afraid of color or pattern. She leaned into florals, tribal prints, and vibrant hues that echoed her carefree energy. Chunky jewelry was her signature, with statement earrings and bold necklaces adding just the right amount of drama. And who could forget her gorgeous boho locks in the later seasons? They were the cherry on top of her eclectic, soulful vibe. Denise reminded us that personal style is an extension of personal freedom. These women became the iconic boho girlies of some of our most beloved sitcoms, not just because of what they wore, but because of who they were. They made the boho girl feel seen, represented, and appreciated. Through their art, activism, quirks, and unapologetic self-expression, they reminded us that freedom isn't just a look, it's a lifestyle. So let this be your reminder, girl world. There's room for every kind of style. There's no one way to dress, no one way to speak, no one way to wear your hair. You only get this one life, so be free, be bold, and be beautifully unapologetically you. And most importantly, have fun with it. Which boho chic girly do you connect with the most, or whose vibe inspires you to live more freely? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content celebrating the fabulous, fierce, and feminine side of TV and film.